Guess what? It's weigh-in day today. Last week I was at 226 pounds. So what does that actually mean? Let me show you what I looked like before at 330 pounds. Currently at 226 as of last week. Every Monday I weigh in and we're shooting towards 180 pounds. But this is a current physique update right now, I still got, even though I lost over 104 pounds, I still got some fat around my waist, chest, face, arms. But we're sculpting up. At 180, a lot of this fat is going to disappear. But this is what I'm looking like, and so you can get a quick look at the physique. And we'll weigh in and I'll show you where I'm at. I'm a bit afraid because I did eat pretty good over there in Vegas, but we'll see if we dropped from 226. Let's go. All right, guys, the moment of truth. Did we eat too much in Vegas? We'll see. I'm stepping on the scale and I will show you the numbers. Here's what we're looking like, guys. 227. So we went up a pound, and that's sometimes how it goes. Could be water, could be the food, could be quite a few things. Am I happy? Yeah, because I know that we're gonna get back onto it this week. Weight loss isn't always gonna be the way that you want it sometimes, but we're dialing in, we're back in town, we're back home. So back to the meal preps, back to water, back to steps, back to working out. Let's go. All right, guys. So let's get into this video. Today was the weigh-in after my trip to Vegas. Last week, I was at 226 pounds. Originally started this journey off at 330 pounds. But without further ado, as you can tell in from the weigh-in, I increased my weight by 1 pound. And I want to go into why sometimes this happens and what can happen to your mental fortitude if you let the scale control the outcomes of your decision making moving forward. Now, this isn't my first go around with this weight loss journey. I've done it countless times in the past where I've looked at the scale, and if those numbers didn't meet my expectation as far as going down the way that I wanted them to in the past, what would happen was it would shift my mindset into a state of, oh, I'm not losing weight, so I'm an all or in type of personality mindset, right? And I think a lot of you that are watching or have been on a journey like this, the scale can hinder or even crash and burn your weight loss journey. Meaning that when you see those numbers and you feel like that is the all deciding, determining factor of, oh, geez, it's gone up a little bit, even if slightly, I might as well quit. That was the mind shift that I needed to make in order for me to make things right on this weight loss transformation on my journey to 180. A lot of things can play a factor into why you're not moving or seeing any improvement on the scale. And that can be your body, right? It's changing in different ways, whether it be you're losing weight in your thighs, in your hips, in your glutes, in your abs, in your face, in your arms, in your neck, in your back. And that's why it's important when you're not seeing those losses that you want to see on the scale, that you get some sort of scan done, or even just more simple, use a measurement tape to put around your waist, put around your arms and neck. That is also going to help you to see that you are losing and maybe just gaining muscle. And so that has helped me too, to put myself in a mental state that even though I may not be seeing any changes on the scale, that there are changes happening in your body. So that being said, yeah, I would love for that scale to go down, because mentally it just puts you in a place of, yes, I'm getting to that goal of 180. But also on the flip side of that, all of us know that things will happen. Recently we just went out to Vegas. we're celebrating a family celebration. A nephew of mine had a gender reveal party, and there are a lot of uncontrollables when you're outside on vacation, right? You're in hotels, you're going out as opposed to having your meal preps. Even though those are things that happen, you can still prioritize your protein, which I did. You can still prioritize your working out, which I did. Got workout in the gym, also did walking, making sure to hit my steps. Even in those situations though, right, you are taken out of what your routine day to day is, and there's a lot of uncontrollables. So we did go out to eat. We did go out and celebrate at this party. Of course, I'm limiting carbs and things like that. But at the end of the day, it is determined by what you want and how badly you want it. So I didn't overdo it, but I also wasn't as regimented as I am when I'm home. So what are we going to do different this week to get down on the scale for next week's weigh-in? We're obviously going to get strict on to our calorie counting, which is meal preps, and then also incorporate more strength training. I didn't get enough strength training as usual, but again, it's part of the journey. This isn't a sprint for me. It's more of a marathon. It's a lifelong journey. I've done those quick weight loss challenges where I just dropped weight quickly, but then I ballooned back up. Never had I made it a permanent mindset shift to where it's more now in a long game as opposed to a short game. And I think that'll help you if you're on a journey to lose weight, to keep that long game as opposed to the short game in the forefront of your mind, knowing that you're making these habit changes for the long term, not just for the quick 2, 3, 4 months, and then regaining. I think a lot of us have been on that path. So just wanted to get into more of a long form video to talk about these type of situations because I know we all go through it. Now, that doesn't mean that we make excuses. That doesn't mean that we binge because we see the scale go up. That means we just double down and work harder and smarter and learn that even when you're out and about, whether it's vacation, whether it's a celebration, whether it's a birthday, because those things are going to happen all the time. So at 227, this is accountability, you guys. 227 Monday. Today is the 20th, I believe. And I'm looking forward to continuing to documenting everything that I'm doing, because I know that the weight that I'm going to be losing from here on out is going to be a lot more harder than the initial 104 pounds or 104, 106 pounds that I've already lost. But hope this video helps. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. Let's go.